What if one of the most common pieces of financial advice you've ever heard is actually keeping people poor? Most people grow up hearing the same message. Work hard, save money, and eventually, you'll become wealthy. Sounds reasonable, but there's one problem. Millions of hardworking people follow that advice for decades and never become financially free. So what's missing? The answer is simple. Saving money is important, but saving money alone rarely creates wealth. Because wealth is not built by storing money. It's built by growing money. Think about it. Imagine two people. The first person saves every extra dollar they earn. The second person also saves money, but then uses those savings to buy assets. Assets that generate income. Assets that increase in value over time. 10 years later, who is likely to be wealthier? The answer is obvious. The person whose money was working, not sitting still. This is one of the biggest differences between average earners and wealthy people. Average earners focus on income. Wealthy people focus on assets. They understand that there is a limit to how much you can work, but there is no limit to how many assets can work for you. That's why many successful people spend years building systems that generate income without requiring their constant attention. Because every asset creates leverage, and leverage changes everything. Now, this doesn't mean you should stop saving money. Saving is the foundation, but it shouldn't be the final destination. Money sitting idle slowly loses purchasing power over time. Inflation makes sure of that. The wealthy understand this, which is why they constantly look for ways to make their money productive. They invest in businesses. They invest in stocks. They invest in skills. They invest in opportunities, because they know that money is a tool, and tools are meant to be used. Another common mistake people make is believing that a higher salary automatically leads to wealth. It doesn't. Many high-income earners still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income alone doesn't determine wealth. The gap between what you earn and what you keep matters. And what you do with that gap matters even more. A person earning $70,000 and investing consistently may build more wealth than someone earning $200,000 and spending everything. That's the power of financial behavior. Wealth is often less about intelligence and more about habits. Small decisions repeated for years create massive results. The wealthy know this. That's why they focus on long-term thinking. They don't chase every trend. They don't try to get rich overnight. They build steadily, patiently, consistently. And over time, those decisions compound. Eventually, the results become visible. But by then, the foundation was built years earlier. The truth is, most people are taught how to earn money. Very few people are taught how to grow money. And that knowledge gap explains why so many hardworking people struggle financially. The goal isn't just to earn. The goal is to own. Own assets. Own investments. Own systems that create value. Because ownership is where wealth begins. So the next time someone tells you that saving money alone is the secret to becoming rich, remember this. Saving protects money, but investing grows money. And growth is what creates wealth.